Hello everyone, welcome to Sujitra's channel. Today we are going to see how Lord Krishna abducts Rukmani and both of them get married. It was a heroic act. Let's see how he does that. Rukmani absconds with Krishna. On the other side, one of the spies of Balaram came to him and spoke up. Lord, Jarasandh in a meeting has ordered all his vassals and allies to march to Vidarbh and protect Rukmani and the family as he expects trouble from us. On hearing this, Balarama got tensed as Krishna had headed for Vidarbh all alone. He, at that very moment, called for the army chief and ordered him to get the army ready and march to Vidarbh. At Vidarbh, Rukmani's anxiety grew with each passing moment. She was eagerly waiting for Sunanda to arrive and tell her about his meeting with Krishna. She was looking out of the window again and again. Finally, she saw Sunanda entering the palace gate. She hurriedly dismissed all her maids from the service and started waiting for Sunanda. Sunanda entered the room and told her everything. Little one, you need not worry. Everything is going according to the plan. Krishna has already reached the outskirts of Vidarbh. Balaram too is following him with the army. Soon the news of Krishna's arrival reached the ears of King Bhishmak. He ordered his attendants to clean the guest mansion and furnish it with every luxury. Then he rode with his men to the city gates to welcome the cowherd prince. Till then, Balarama had also reached Vidarbh. The king welcomed the two princes and led them to the great mansion. As they were passing through the city, Krishna's eyes fell on the shrine of goddess Parvati, about which Rukmani had mentioned in her letter. Meanwhile, in the palace, Rukmani was getting ready to visit the shrine before the marriage ceremony. Accompanied by her maids, Rukmani left for the shrine in a chariot. All the way, her eyes were searching for her hero Krishna. When she stepped at the shrine, she saw many warriors on their chariots who were actually the allies and vassals of Jarasandh. Rukmani was eager to see Krishna. I do not see Krishna among them. People say he is dark, wears a yellow robe, and sports a peacock feather in his crown. Where are you, my Krishna? All the kings who were present there were spellbound to see the beauty of Rukmani. Each one of them was wishing if Rukmani could be his wife. Inside the temple, Rukmani washed her feet of the goddess and offered flowers to her. She revealed all her feelings to the goddess. O goddess, please let Krishna and only Krishna wed me. After performing the rituals, Rukmani came out of the temple and once again all the eyes stuck at her. Rukmani was still in her thoughts and praying to her goddess when suddenly someone caught her hands from behind. Rukmani was stunned. Who had dared to touch her in public place? She looked around and saw a dark-colored man. The man in his gentle voice said, Rukmani, it's me, your Krishna. Don't you recognize me? Rukmani took it as a dream. Her dream man was present before her. How charming he was, how gentle was his voice. The next moment, Krishna caught Rukmani's hand and made her sit in his chariot. The chariot sped fast outside the premises of the temple. The kings in guard shouted, Stop, Krishna, stop at once. But Krishna's chariot sped away, blowing dust into the eyes of the bemused kings. That's all for today. Tomorrow I will come up with the next episode. Until then, see you all. Bye bye. This is Sujitra.